Fighting for Jerusalem. The history of the most important battles and sieges for control of the world's holiest city. Written by Charles River editors. Narrated by Bill Caufield. Introduction. They ran everyone through whom they met with, and obstructed the very lanes with their dead bodies, and made the whole city run down with blood, to such a degree indeed that the fire of many of the houses was quenched with these men's blood. And truly so it happened, that though the slayers left off at the evening, yet did the fire greatly prevail in the night. And as all was burning, came that 8th day of the month Gorpius upon Jerusalem, a city that had been liable to so many miseries during the siege, that, had it always enjoyed as much happiness from its first foundation, it would certainly have been the envy of the world. Nor did it on any other account so much deserve these sore misfortunes, as by producing such a generation of men as were the occasions of this, its overthrow. Josephus. When Israel captured East Jerusalem during the Six-Day War in 1967, it established Jewish control over the city for the first time in nearly 2,000 years, and in many ways, it brought a story full circle, as Jerusalem has witnessed some of history's most important battles over the past 3 millennia. Over 2,500 years before the Six-Day War, the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II oversaw the expansion of the Neo-Babylonian Empire during the 7th and 6th centuries BC, which placed him in conflict with Egypt and the ancient kingdom of Judah. His ruthless conquest of Judah resulted in the destruction of Jerusalem and the entire kingdom, and it ultimately earned him notoriety in the Old Testament, where he is mentioned in the books of Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and Daniel. The Assyrians also exiled the Jews. The siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD is arguably the most important event in Jewish history. First, it was the central battle in the First Jewish-Roman War. Second, the failure of the siege on the Jewish side resulted in the destruction of the Second Temple of Jerusalem, a disaster that would eventually prove both permanent and catastrophic, since it was never rebuilt. Third, it permanently altered the diaspora of Judaism in the ancient world. Fourth, because it was indecisive in breaking the power of the Jewish revolt permanently, it was also inconclusive and led to further inevitable revolts that broke Judean identity completely. Of the many campaigns during the Middle Ages, few are as remarkable or seemingly impossible to win at the start as the First Crusade, fought from 1095 to 1099. The crowning achievement of that crusade, which resulted in 2 centuries of Western European Christian states in the Middle East.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?